Nigeria's kidnapped children. Some people said there is politics in my DNA. Some people say there is business in my DNA. But I think the most important DNA is education.
We have to take it to the grassroots until 2023.
I feel I am as young as a 25-year-old.
Welcome to AA Week, your weekly documentary on the daily activities of His Excellency Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, the former Vice President of Nigeria and the Waziri of Adamawa. This episode covers 18th to 24th October 2021.
Nigeria!
On Monday the 18th, the newly elected executives of PDP Adamawa State visited His Excellency Atiku Abubakar at his residence in Dogire, Jimeta, Adamawa State.
Population na Adamawa banda na Nigeria ma gaba daya wasu sun fi mu ma son ka zo ka ceci kasar nan.
Ina fata ba za ku ci amanan wannan jam'iyyar ba kuma ba za ku ci amanan gwamna ba. Kun ga dai wannan gidan naku ne. Ba ku yi mini masallama ba, ni ba ma san kuna zuwa ba. Amma gashi nan kun shiga kun zauna kuma muna tattaunawa. Dama zan tafi site ne in je ina waɗansu ayyuka na har yanzu ban yi ritaya ba.
On the same day, His Excellency Atiku Abubakar visited the American University of Nigeria, AUN, the university he founded, and inspected some ongoing projects and the proposed School of International Security and Diplomatic Studies in the university.
Yes, I'm in Abuja, settling the two. And then I have my children here, so Yola, Port Harcourt, Abuja. I'm looking forward to having dinner again with you. I never forgot that dinner. I was telling Mustafa, I said you were very young when I came for the dinner. And the young man was surprised.
Now I am old.
No, I mean Mustafa, your son.
Oh, my son? Oh, okay, all right.
No, I was you're younger. No, you're younger.
Later in the evening, the business community for Atiku 2023 visited His Excellency Atiku Abubakar.
Abu ne ka son ba da sakonan ka da zuwa ga jama'an ka na farko musamman party. Muna fatan za ka sanar da iya ta da Adama da ma ta Najeriya gaba da kan wannan kungiya. Cewa ba mu zo mu party su da ke su ba. Kasu yau ka mu kishiya ne. Ko mun zo mu taimaka musu. Kasu ɗauki wannan kungiya ko ta zama kalubale a wajen su. Ɗauka kungiyar nan tana zo ne ta zo ne ba don ta aikin kowa ba, ɗauke kowa aikinsa ba, ta zo taimakawa gidan da nufin waziri ya zama shugaban ƙasa.
Ni ma ɗan kasuwa ne kamar. Don haka kun ga akwai ƙarin fahimtar juna kenan.
On Tuesday the 19th, the former Vice President Atiku Abubakar left Yola for Abuja.
Ex-president.
On Wednesday, the 20th, His Excellency spent time at his office in his residence, and then Professor Femi Olufunmilade came in for a private audience at the office. On Thursday, 21st, His Excellency Atiku Abubakar attended a special event at the Shehu Musa Radio Center to mark the 70th birthday of his close friend, High Chief Raymond Dopesi, the Chairman Emeritus of DAR Communications. His Excellency Atiku Abubakar served as the chief launcher of The Handkerchief, a biography book for the celebrant.
Let's invite His Excellency Alhaji Atiku Abubakar to present the book.
Singular honor and privilege, to present to you the book. Cannot do that, Kogun. With this walking stick, that's big money. Why is Nigeria able to? Hey, now how many copies you want? 10 copies, 1 million.
On Friday, 22nd, His Excellency served as the Convocation guest lecturer at the 7th and 8th Combined Convocation lecture at Gazi University, Abuja. The title of His Excellency's lecture was Solving Nigeria's Education Challenges.
There is no other topic I would have chosen to speak on more than education. Some people said there is politics in my DNA. Some people say there is business in my DNA. But I think the most important DNA is education. When I was young, anytime I came back from primary school in those days, I used to take my neighbor's cattle to the bush for rearing in exchange for grains that I give to my grandparents to feed the house. Because I was virtually brought up by my grandparents, having lost my dad very early. I was a schoolboy and a heart's boy. I know in today's Nigeria, for you to admit that you are a hard boy or a hard man is negative. But I am proud of it. I was a schoolboy and a heart's boy, and I fed my family. When I was 11 years old, my father got drowned and died while crossing a river in the neighborhood. He was not up to 40 years of age before he died. Being the only child, I was raised by my maternal grandparents. I remember sometimes we barely afford one meal in a day. Despite my difficult background, I went to school for free. The moral lesson of my story is that with the right leadership, even a poor child like me could be educated and become anything he or she wants. Societies are transformed when girls and women are educated. We see this all over the world. In my small Adamawa State, I have a microfinance bank. I have always said this. We give more loans to women and they pay more. And as a result, we have lifted more than 45,000 families out of poverty. It pains me to share this information with you. The most striking thing for which Nigeria has become known all over the world has been captured in a BBC headline, Nigeria's kidnapped children. Nigeria's kidnapped children. There are even whole websites now devoted to the latest kidnapping news in Nigeria. Can you imagine that? Yet when schools are threatened, we don't do everything in our power to defend them. Instead, we close them and send the children home. Please say no to your local governments, say no to your state government, and say no to federal government. It's never too old to go back to school. I don't know how many of you followed the story of the Queen yesterday or the day before yesterday. She was declared by a magazine OD. She said, no, you only feel old if you feel you're old. If you don't feel you're old, you're not old. So I think it's the same thing here. I feel I am as young as a 25-year-old.
His Excellency Atiku Abubakar decided to stay over in the university to pray the Jumat prayer alongside the former Vice President of Nigeria, Architect Mohammed Namadi Sambo, who is the Chancellor of the university. His Excellency Atiku Abubakar then returned back home for a lunch alongside friends and well-wishers. On Saturday, 23rd, His Excellency Atiku Abubakar paid a condolence visit to Senator Philip Aduda over the death of his father, Reverend Taminu S. Aduda, Bishop of Gwagwalada Diocese. That's your AA Week. You can follow His Excellency Atiku Abubakar social media platforms for more details of these activities. Thank you for checking out your AA Week, and bye for now.